The next one is the Riccarton Community Board. Mike.
Kia ora, Madam Mayor and councillors.
Halswell Skate and Recreation Park site selection. Sounds like you had fun.
We did, and I'd just like to, it's been a milestone for our community board. We didn't want to, for our young people in Halswell to endure the suffering that the poor young people in Sumner have had to suffer. So we we've actually got 2 locations sorted, and congratulations and thanks to the staff for the way they've handled the process of consultation. But it's we're really pleased to say that we've nailed the Halswell domain for the current funding, and what we're recommending is that we also proceed with one of Knight Stream, and hopefully it can be constructed with the development contributions, because that was the staff's, after the second round of consultation, that was the staff's, the Knight Stream one was the staff's preferred option. But after the well-attended extraordinary meeting that we had with our community board at the Te Apua Centre, and we've came up with the recommendation, so we're very pleased with that.
Sounded like it was a very good community engagement.
It was indeed.
A lot of people involved.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, even though there was people that were totally opposed to it being there, I think once the deputations were felt from the wider community, that those that level of frustration, I think, is waned, hopefully.
Yeah.
And the fact that the pros and against will be be involved in the design of the facility as well is a very good idea, and we're just welcoming that too.
Well, I see that it's at a less challenging area level. Sorry, so it's more for beginners and that. So maybe you'll be doing the first. No.
I'm game to do anything. Nothing fears, but yeah, I've got no fear.
I'm definitely not doing the zip line at the Christchurch Adventure Park.
Yeah, you'll be right. Someone has to go first.
Not me. Phil.
Thanks, Mike. Can I just ask you about, like, with now the Knight Stream one being suggested as coming from the development contributions for the funding, how reliant can we be that there be sufficient development contributions to actually, support that, or are you also going to be looking at some other funding program, for example, through the LTP?
Yeah. The question, the answer. Oh, do you want to answer that?
98 to 100%
of the funding.
No, we know that there will be funding there. There is a sports park already going there. It will be part of the sports park.
That's good. Yep.
So you'd like to move it? Right, and seconded by Jimmy Chen. Very good. You can have a discussion about it. Oh, did you have a question? Jimmy.
Yes, okay, yes. I remember during the community the meeting, in that time I remember that 13 over patients. More of them, agree kind of hospital domain, is the best kind of option. But only the difference is the location of hospital domain, because one group, the hospital domain, the action group, they have 580 people. They particular concern whether have any kind of antisocial behavior, graffiti, take laws, etc. But anyway, up to now, my understanding, the staff working together closely with the majority of the hospital community, as well as the hospital domain, the action group, during the stage of the design in the construction stage, to get all of the kind of the consultation and voice, trying to mitigate this information.
And also because the staff recommend is the
kind of night stream as the preferred one, you know. But there's a potential night stream preferred one. But currently, actually, based the needs in the Halswell domain, especially they have a figure, you know, the Halswell domain one, they have 280 written submission, 164 preferred, they're 58%, so it's the more than half, 58%. But night stream is 71. That's the second one, 25%. So especially Halswell areas, one of the most faster growth population area. So these are two kind of the skate park, the facility actually meet the current and the future need. So that's why in the council, the table, I would like to support this one. But in the community board meeting, I doubt whether the location is proper one. So I changed my mind, fully support this one.
Very good. Yanni?
I just wanted to say that I think it's fantastic to see that these skate parks are going into these local communities. There's been huge growth in these areas, and I know that for a long time the local community have requested more youth facilities, and I think if anyone wants proof that these things are really popular, just go past Washington Way and have a look at how many people use it, of actually all ages. These are really positive things that communities actually really appreciate. They're good for families, they're good for children, and I think, hopefully the concerns have been mitigated. So I think it's great that instead of getting one, there's two, and I think taking it out of development contributions is a fantastic way, given the development that's happened in this area, to actually contribute back to the gap in these facilities. So I'm really, really supportive of this, and I think it will be really popular with the people that use it.
Thank you, Yanni, and I've quoted your enthusiasm for these projects going back quite a number of years. In fact, I can remember you actually being the driving force behind the Washington Way, so I think I've certainly taken some inspiration from your enthusiasm about these projects, Councillor Johansson.
And I hadn't quite finished. The other point I wanted to make was that I think this process, it was really good in that it went out and looked at a number of sites for selection, whereas the difference in Sumner is that the community were basically told there's only one site, and that was, I think, at the heart of some of those issues. So I think it's really important when we go through these processes to have an open mind about where the best sites are.
Yeah.
Glenn, I'm going to let you finish, Vicky.
Okay, just a couple of quick comments. One was over the decisiveness over this. I think that's good to see, Mike. And the other was just whether we've had a conversation over using DCs to actually build other community gathering points like halls and new subdivisions. If we had that, this came up the other day over a new subdivision in the city, whether developers are actually required to build or contribute towards community halls. So I'll just leave that there for your consideration, and perhaps for those who come back in the next term, perhaps that's a piece of work we could look at as well.
I hope you take note of our community board submission when it comes to you on development contributions policy.
Vicky.
I just want to add that I think the amazing thing in this whole skate park selection, apart from the amount of hours that the staff have spent on it and how consistent they've been, because they've got another process yet to go through in terms of the Halswell domain, was the submissions from the kids, and they were totally wonderful. And it was so lovely to hear kids of all ages talking about what they wanted in their community, and how important these things were to their community. And at the moment they have to go to Prebbleton, and they're reliant on their parents to take them there, and how they just wanted to be able to go. And the issue of how they maintained the skate park themselves and looked after it, and of the whole area of respect that they have for various people within the skate park, and how that sort of polices itself. So they were amazing submissions to listen to. It was a lovely evening, even though the heating wasn't on in Te Hapua. And it was fantastic to see so many kids actually saying what they think, and for everybody to hear that. So that process was just lovely.
So I will put that motion. All those in favour say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you very much.